Casey, you've been following and crunching the numbers all day today. Where are we at nationally now?
Yeah, afternoon, Kath. We should say there's actually not all that much counting that happens on Sunday. The Commission's doing a lot of check counting, making sure there's no errors. There's a lot of work being done to transport all the ballots to central counting centres in secure ways. And so we don't expect to see lots and lots of updates through today. We are getting, little bits and pieces, but the sort of, things that are left to be counted, the preference counts we still need to see. They will kick off again in earnest tomorrow. But nonetheless, these numbers have been, shifting in very small ways for the last few hours. 34.6% is the national primary vote for Labor at this stage, up about 2 points. The Coalition sitting at 31.8, down by about 4 points from last election. The Greens are steady. One Nation is up a small amount. We've got about 13.5% sitting with minors and other parties. Have a look at the swing nationally. It's been coming down a little bit as more pre-polls get counted, but it's still more than 3%. Labor sitting on just over 55% of the vote, and as we've been saying, that is a higher two-party preferred than Rudd won in 2007, Whitlam won in 1972, Hawke won in 1983, Chifley won in 1946. So quite the achievement there for Anthony Albanese to be able to rub shoulders with those Labor giants. I'm sure he's feeling quite chuffed with this result, I would have to assume, because it's a result that's well beyond the expectations of anyone, really. Here are the seats we've given away at this point. Labor 85, 37 Coalition, 10 others. Throw in the likelies and you get, these are seats that are leaning heavily one way, but we're not quite in a position to call yet. You'll get Labor to 88 and 12 crossbenchers. Labor could get into the low to mid-90s. The Coalition could get into the low to mid-40s, double, about half, or less than half of what Labor has landed with. And we've seen that 3% national swing. Why don't I just show you the two states that are swinging the most and the least. The most is Tasmania. We're seeing a swing of about 8% there. This is a Conservative wipeout. The member for Bass, Bridget Archer, she retained her seat last time. This is a seat traditionally known as the ejector seat of politics because no one ever gets re-elected there. Bridget Archer managed it, but she hasn't been able to replicate it for a third term. So no Liberals in Tasmania for Labor and one independent MP. That state's delegation in the lower house. And then Western Australia, a much more modest looking swing, 1.2% or so. But the context of that is as well, 10.5% was the swing last election. It had the biggest swing, and we've seen one seat flip red there, the seat of Moore. We were expecting, everyone was anticipating a story about the Coalition clawing back some seats. The question was how many would they claw back? What a complete backfire of result it is for the Conservatives. They've gone backwards by upwards of 10 seats.
Let's talk about the ones that you're not in a position to call yet, those seats that are still in doubt and what's at play there.
There's a lot still, Kath. About 18 seats remain in doubt. Some of them are a bit clearer than others. Some of them are going to take a long time because we need to see more preference counts. In many cases, the Commission was counting preferences between the incorrect two candidates yesterday, and we need to get those preferences rethrown through the next few days to get a clear idea of who'll win. So some of them might become clear in the next few days. Some of them we might be waiting quite some time. Bendigo, interesting seat. This is one that's held by Labor's Lisa Chesters. This is a new Nationals candidate. The Nationals didn't run last time in Bendigo. They put a lot of money in, into this seat. And Andrew Lethlean's got 30.8% of the first preference vote. We're seeing a swing toward the Nationals because they've done so well. Labor is ahead, still in doubt. Bullwinkel, the new seat in Western Australia. Labor's leading on first preferences. Again, we're seeing a swing toward the Coalition, one of the rare swings toward the Coalition on the counting we've got so far. These, of course, is swings based on a notional boundary based on the boundaries that were drawn because there's no history in this seat. Labor ahead, but only by a little bit. Caldwell, we've got the seat in Victoria held. There's no member of this one. Bassem Abdo's the Labor candidate. We have Labor ahead. There is a swing toward the Coalition. The count is quite low. I think we've got an issue with the order of, we've got some independents that have done well, so it's not clear who's coming second in that seat. A whole series of these, Labor's ahead in a whole series of 5 seats they're ahead in that are in doubt, but lots still to work out.